G'day guys, welcome to the Gary V example thing for Premiere Pro. Cool, yep, we're going to create some Gary V style micro content in Premiere Pro. So what I'm showing you guys on the screen right now is all of the assets and stuff that I've lovingly created for you guys to create your own micro content. Basically, just go ahead and double click the Premiere Pro template file that I've created and it will open up the template, obviously. God damn, I'm bad at these. So obviously this is only going to work if you've actually got Adobe Premiere Pro. If you don't, then that's okay too. Just go over to the DaVinci Resolve tutorial that I created, or the iPhone tutorial thing that I created. You should be able to find it. I believe in you. You are a smart person. Cool. So I'm just showing you the panel here that I've created. So I actually created a specific workspace for you guys, and it will import with the template when you open it up. As long as you go to Window and have this little thing ticked here that says import workspace from projects. So it'll import this micro content workspace, which basically what I've done is I've just removed a whole bunch of tabs in the workspace that are in the workspace usually, just to make it a little bit simpler and so that it doesn't get overly confusing. So go right ahead and drag the Gary V example clip into the project panel down there. And when you double click it, it'll bring it up in the source panel and we'll be able to edit it. So what we're doing now is we're just going to try and find where we want the start point of the video. So I'm pressing play here, just trying to find the start point, and then I click mark in. So you can also press I on your keyboard. That's the keyboard shortcut. So we're just marking the in point and the out point of the video. So this is the section of the video that we're going to use in the edit. So I'm just trying to work out a good ending to that video. There we go. Looks like I've found it there. There we go. We're just going to drag that into the timeline there. Make sure you drag it into video 1 and audio 1, the lowest layer, basically. You want it to hide under everything else. So what we can do is we can go up to the effect controls up here, and then we can change the motion so we can actually reframe the video. So this is what you do if you want to reframe on a particular subject in the video. Let's say I just wanted to get a close-up of or a mid-shot of Gary V there. I don't want to do that for this particular video, so I'm just going to go back to the regular framing, how it was. And let's take a look at the timeline. Okay, so we drag it along. It looks really good. We've got the red bar. We've got the red progress bar going along the bottom. But we've got this space here where it's just blackness. So that's where the video ends. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag in this background layer. There we go. So that's a white background there. So that's a good thing to have for the sort of end of the video. And then we'll just shorten the heading. We don't want the heading showing over the end card there. And now the problem is this progress bar that I've created for you guys on the second layer is now going a little bit too long. Then we're going to grab the rate stretch tool. So if you hold click on the ripple edit tool, you can go down to the rate stretch tool right here. It's also got a keyboard shortcut, which is R. So you can click R on your keyboard to get straight to it. And we're just going to drag the end in, and that's just going to speed up that clip so that it is in line with the ending of our video. So I'm just cleaning that up at the end there, making sure everything's all in line. There we go. all looks flush. And the good thing about Premiere Pro is that when the magnet is turned on, the snapping setting, I think it's called, it will make sure everything actually snaps in line. So what I'm doing now is just dragging in the out point. So that is showing where basically that sort of light gray section in the timeline that you see there is that's everything that's going to export when we click export. So what we're going to do now is we're going to drag in the Gary V signature logo that I have stolen from the internet. There we go. Going to put it on the, what's that, the fourth layer there? Yep. Layer 4. And we're just going to drag it out, just making sure it's the right length and it ends at the right time. And what we can do is we can go up to effect controls again, and we can change the motion, just scaling it down and giving it a little bit more white space around it. I think that looks nice. Now we're going to change the heading up here. So literally just double click the heading. I'm pretty sure you can do it without having the that layer selected. And then you can just go right ahead and type in the heading that you want for the video. Very, very easy. I tried to make this as easy as possible for you guys. So hopefully that is really straightforward. You can actually see in the effects panel there, top left, where it says text, you can change the font there. You can change, make it not bold, you can make it italic, whatever, just changing the style settings. I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm just going to keep it really simple for this particular video. But now we're going to create some captions. So we go to the Open Captions file there in layer 3, in the video layer 3. And if we double click it, it'll open up the captions editor. So what we can do is we can start our captions there. Literally what we're doing is just listening to what's said in the video and then just writing it down. So you want to keep the sentences relatively short so they all sort of fit in. You're not going to be writing paragraphs and paragraphs because it won't fit. And what I'm doing now is I'm actually just changing the line spacing of that particular caption. I'm pretty sure the template that I'm going to provide to you guys has that reduced line spacing anyway. So that was just something that I happened to do in this particular recording. So I'm pretty sure this is relatively straightforward. But what I'm doing is I'm clicking that plus symbol to add a new sort of caption line. And in the timeline, you can actually see the length of each of those captions. So you'll just watch me here. I'll just let the video run so that you guys can see what I do. So I've written what Gary said there, and I've used that little bar down the bottom to sort of zoom in on the timeline. You'll be able to rewind the video and see that. And yeah, literally what I'm doing is just dragging out the ends of those little caption bits. I think I'm rambling now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speed up this process because it's pretty much the same thing for the next, oh God, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, however long it took me to do these captions. So I'll catch you in a minute. And here we are, coming down to the last caption of the captions. Will be out of business. Boom! Very fancy. Cool. And then it goes straight to the white ending, white background with the Gary V logo there. And I think that pretty much covers the edit. Yeah, okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm clicking the play in to out tool. So that button basically just shows you exactly what is going to export when you export the video. So I'm just double checking it now, and then we'll go through the export process. All right, so we're going to File, and we'll go down to Export Media. Yep, there we go. And the settings that we're going to choose is H.264, and we're going to make sure it's on high bitrate. Match source, high bitrate. And then what we can do is click the blue text there, and we can change the name of the file. So we're just going to name it, I can't remember what I named this, My Cool Gary V Video. Great, that's very creative, David. Yep, make sure you got the right capital letters there. Good boy. All right, now we're going to go to Export, down the bottom there, and that's going to create the video. So hopefully that helps you guys. That video is going to be formatted fine for Instagram. You can actually upload that as long as it's under 1 minute. You can upload that straight to Instagram. You don't have to upload it through IGTV. Now that's it for the tutorial. If you guys want to create something that's a little bit more involved, let's say that you wanted to add some music to it, or you wanted to cut up the video and cut it to the music, or cut out pauses and make it look really pretty, just send me a message. I've actually created and this is my right hook, so you can turn off now if you're not interested in hearing the right hook. But I've actually created a website recently where people can just upload their raw videos. Right now it's limited to 10-minute videos, but I might actually increase that limit. Basically, you just upload the raw video content, and then we have professional editors on the back end that cut it up into micro content. So specifically this kind of content, we cut up 1 minute, 2 minute, and 3 minute videos, just really short, snappy, really cleanly edited micro content. So send me a message if you want to check that website out. Thank you very much, guys. I'm going to stop rambling now. I love you all, and stay fancy. God, that's... All right, I'm going to have to cut that out. Now I'll leave that in.